and welcome back to episode 22 of this Let's Play on Greenlands. So, as you can see, I nearly got wiped out by a cement mixer, but other from that, we've hired this Joskin trailer, and the reason for that is because our silage is ready, so it needs moving from the clamp to the BGA. I forgot I was telling there. To the BGA, and I wasn't going to do that with our 15,000 litre capacity trailer that we have. I'm even thinking that I might just keep this on lease until our sunflowers are done and use it for our sunflowers. I mean, as yet, I don't actually know. Can I put these things down? Sure I can. Yeah, I can there. I don't actually know how much we're going to get for sunflowers. I want to be a bit closer than that, don't I? But this is something like 47,000 litre capacity. We'll get our weight on. So from what I remember, I don't have the help window on, but I think there was something like just over or just under 100,000 litres. So it's going to be 2 and a bit trips. There we go. Please reach. I honestly thought that we had issues with the series because I installed a couple of new mods, and I got the normal sort of mod clash that you do when you go into equipment and you get sort of the fuzzy image, the blurry image that you get. So come out of it, went back in, and as you'll be able to see, if you remember from the last video, we were at first day of autumn. Tried to progress to second day of autumn, and seasons wasn't progressing. So I went through the night, and it remained at first day of autumn. And at that point, I was worried, I'll admit. So I went on, I removed the 2 mods that I'd added. They were only sort of small mods, there was nothing major in them. And when I've come back on, it's allowed us to progress, thankfully. That tree is positioned awfully, isn't it? Can I do it from like a different angle, do you think? Nope, don't want to go that way. Basically, I need to get in the habit. I don't need to get in the habit just for this in general. I need to turn the camera the other way. So yeah, with the I assume it must have been some sort of mod clash. I've done it again, I've gone the same way. It must have been some sort of mod clash, and considering the issues that I've just been having on Jack Pine as well, with the snow just coming out of nowhere and then the sort of blocking in different areas of the in the map. Basically what was happening, because I know I didn't explain it very well, I would try to drive into certain areas of the map and it would be like there was an invisible wall that I was just hitting into, and that wasn't just happening in one part of the map, it was happening in several. And then out of nowhere I'd get snow, even though it wasn't forecast. It would just, as you do, as you'd see, the whole map would just turn white, and that's where I was starting to get issues. But I'm hoping, as you'll see in, I say tomorrow night's video, it's 2 days, I'm recording 2 days ahead at the minute. So it will be, what day are we on now? We're on Friday, so it'll be Sunday's video. In Sunday's video, which will be a Jack Pine video, I think, you'll see that hopefully that issue's been resolved. Now if I pick this up at the front, is that going to then turn all into... No, it's not. What I was hoping is that it does with some materials, where even though you start off with a little bit at the beginning, it then goes into what the majority is. So snow's a good one for that. I say a good one, it's an absolute pain when it happens. So again, using Jack Pine, trying to shovel manure into the greenhouse, I'd get a little bit of manure, and then because the rest was snow, it would all turn into snow. What I plan on doing is just getting this one filled and then put a bit of a time lapse on to get the second one done. I think as well, on the 3rd day of autumn, I think our sunflower fields might be ready to harvest. So in all probability, the next video will be harvesting our fields, and then once our fields are harvested, then that'll be this place sold up and onto a more established farm, I think. As far as the other farms go, I mean, pigs are always interesting and profitable, but I'm doing pigs on Jack Pine, and I don't really want to do the same on both maps. So it might be either the sheep or the cow farms. I think one of them's the mega expensive one, isn't it? It's the, sort of the main farm on here. What I need to look at as well is some of these baling contracts to see if any of them for here, because if I'm going to do sheep, it would be worthwhile doing a couple of them just to build up our feed. That tree's so annoying. Them bales that are on our trailer, I still plan to keep, just in case we do go for cows. Then at least we've got something to feed them until we can sort out doing TMR. I mean, once we get all this processed, that's going to put us over 100, isn't it? 100 grand. I've also got, was there 10 bales from our last contract? That's in field 79. I'll need the trailer for that though. So that'll be, what'll that be, about another 3 grand. And the sunflowers, I think, to get the best price, we're going to have to store them for quite a long time. There we go. Might as well take a load as well. Right. I am quite worried about the weight. I nearly went for the smaller version, which I think is just over 30,000 litres. It's picking up once it's on the flat, it's alright, isn't it? But I know there's at least one decent sized hill on the way to the BGA. Ah, we're going to be alright, just slow pulling away, isn't it? And I think it's going to fade massively once we get to these hills. So that was the little one, and we've got another one coming up. We've got all these fields along here. There's root crop ones, there's cereal crops. None of them are coming up for contracts. There, I'd love to do that as a contract. That was the one we planted, wasn't it? And this is the one I was worried about. This cement mixer is going to be fuming behind us. 2 mile an hour all the way up. I didn't see that car. The car must have been behind us for a while. There we are, picking up again. And there's our bales there. There's 10 there. I haven't checked, but I assume they're going to be ready. I knew that was going to happen. And it's me, Bibs that. if this is 50,000, which is sort of the average, isn't it? I say the average, it's majority of the time it's 50,000, so we'll get all of the trailer and we'll just have to wait a little bit for to put the bucket in. I'm hoping this will be alright without the weight on. Yeah, we're fine. Brilliant. Right, we'll get it hooked up. And then we'll go into a time lapse. We'll get the rest of the silage moved. And then we'll see where we're at from there. Right, so as you'll have seen, we got rid of all our silage. I think it was under 100,000 litres in the end. We also got rid of the 5 bales that were on this trailer. The reason for that is because we're gonna keep these 10 instead. I thought it was pointless sort of unloading and loading again, so we'll get rid of them 5, keep these 10 ready for the next farm. If we decide that we're not doing cows, then we can just get rid of these as well. So this video, we're already at about 26 minutes, so we're going to leave it there. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.